Hello everybody. This video is designed to introduce you to the Science of Behavior website and kind of familiarize you with what we'll be doing on this website for a series of 12 different assignments in this course starting this week. So most of you have likely never been to this website before. If that is the case, I would encourage you to take a moment and select the first option here. It says I'm a first-time visitor. Tell me what this website's about. Also, I'd encourage you to read the About Us section and kind of see who these two people are that are managing this website. Once you've kind of looked around a little bit, you're free to click any of these options if you would like and just kind of read about what's there. Nothing is off limits to you. But once you've familiarized yourself with the website, I want you to become familiar with navigating to the specific set of tutorials that we will use in this course. There's quite a few on this website, and you'll want to make sure that you're using the correct ones. So, once you're ready to begin the assignments, you'll click option number 2 here. I am already familiar with this site. Connect me with the tutorials menu. This will pop up a new tab for you, and we have a list of tutorials here where we have buttons for several different options. The option that we're going to use is called Learning Principles. So it's the first one at the top here. Click Learning Principles. That's going to open another tab. And you see here on the Learning Principles entry page, we have 3 different options. The first one is if you are participating in a class or workshop, and the instructor has assigned you to work through these tutorials. Even though that is the case, this first option is associated with a paid access to the website. And I don't want to charge you for this, so we're not going to do that. We're going to use option number 2 here if you are not in a class or workshop and you want to work through these materials on your own. Click here under option number 2, and you will come to the Learning Principles main menu. Notice here, you have a set of instructions. I would strongly encourage you to read those thoroughly so that you understand what is going on this website. In particular, take note of this right here where it says if your score falls below 50%, you will be returned to the beginning of the tutorial. This is to your benefit. This system is set up literally so you are not allowed to fail. That said, this does require that you pay attention. And it is going to require that you focus and learn this content. So you need to do 3 things in order to get started. First, you need to type your name. So I'll put my name in there, Evan. And next, you'll select which tutorial you're going to complete. Start with tutorial number 1, orientation. And lastly, we click step 3, begin tutorial. When you begin the tutorial, you have the option to give the authors a little bit of information. We're going to skip that. And then when we get to the first page here, you see that you are given a statement to read, and there is a blank, and you have to type in the answer in the blank below. So obviously we can see in this image, this is a picture of the Earth's moon. So I type in moon, hit enter, and you see that the screen goes green for a brief period of time, indicating that I have made a correct response. Notice in the top left here, we are in frame number 2 of 39. So this tells me I have 39 total frames to complete. I am on my first attempt. I currently have a perfect score, but notice that there's a timer. So this entire assignment is timed. There's no way for me to change this, so you are limited to the time that the individuals who manage this website assign. So when you sit down to complete these, make sure that you have approximately 15 minutes for each of them in order to complete the assignment. If you stop at any point, you will have to start over at the beginning. So once you work your way through all the way to the end, I'm not going to go to the end in this video, you'll wind up at a completion page. And the completion page will show your final correct percentage. It will show your name that you typed in at the beginning. And it will show a unique completion code associated with your completion of that assignment. For submission of these assignments, I'm requiring that you take a screenshot on your computer of this page, of the final page with your completion score, and upload that to Canvas. As I've said in the instructions, I will not accept a picture of your computer screen from your cell phone. You need to learn how to take a screenshot on your computer itself. Additionally, I am requiring that you submit that screenshot as a .jpeg file. I will not accept any other image file type there. One final thing to know about this website. So we'll navigate back to the beginning here. We have a total of 11 learning principles sets to complete. You are required to complete them in order. That's the way this website works. Similar to the way that my class works. Notice that the questions on these assignments work similar to the way the questions on my assignments work. That's not a coincidence. You'll need to use, the way that this website knows that you've completed the previous tutorial is that it will save it as a cookie associated with this website on your computer. So if you clear your browser files, this will delete that cookie and you will have to start over at the beginning. I would encourage you not to try to complete all of these in one sitting. That'll take a very long time and you probably won't do too well. But I would encourage you to perhaps consider working ahead so that way you can save those image files, and when the time for you to submit those comes along, you have those done and you don't necessarily have to worry about losing access to this website if, say, something happens and you have to clear your browser history and whatnot. So you'll need to access this website from the same device using the same web browser each time you do this for all 11 of these learning principles assignments, or else you risk having to start over at the beginning.